Let's see how this is. I don't know what happened, but I suppose that this is part two. Part two of reacting to Jewish Kabbalah documentary. And we've just given our just tie it on. Combine your minds with your heart, connect those two circles, let whatever come out, come out. If y'all don't know from the first part, if y'all just tune into this, Kabbalah was just one of the systems of systems that I just came across in my journeys and my experiences here on Earth, especially being into Hermeticism, because Hermeticism take different pieces from different religions and like puts it all together and still keeps a fresh, open mind, saying there really is nothing that really exists. There's really nothing here, and it really ties into my psychedelic experiences that I've been having more so than a lot of other things that I read around me and just to my experience, things that I've experienced on Earth so far. So I'll be stopping it, going it, all this stuff, but probably not stopping that much because that's what probably messed it up the last time. But we're gonna finish this off because he was just getting to something that you can trace on the top on the jUST show. I said this coming back down from mushrooms and just from the people that I hear around me and just from my own inner experience, of being, is what this guy's about to say. And Genesis was all hype yesterday off his 7 grams, saying about the all and creating things to experience itself in order to experience emotions and feelings and everything around him, and the beauty of once you realize that everything is good because well, not it's beyond good or bad. And this is what Genesis was talking about. Him and other people. Jake Megabyte was another person that was publicly talking about it. True Life Stories publicly talking about it. About the universe wanting to experience stuff or whatever this construct. It could be many universes. That's my top thought. That it could be an all and it could be another all. It could be infinite here and it could be another infinite over there. But as far as feeling the infinite here and things, it's created itself the experience because who was that? Hey Debit was saying how lonely he felt. How lonely. I'm playing with the stories that's told in this dimension. Hey Debit on True Life Service talking about how lonely he felt when he was the all. He said it was just he was everything. He didn't have no emotion to feel because he wasn't himself. He wasn't that. And I heard Genesis saying, "Man, I'm Genesis," and that's why he came back. So tying it into what this guy about to say about the Kabbalah and what they thought, because you don't hear this in other religions like that. And we just tying in and we don't condone use psychedelic drugs or anything on this channel at all. But what I was saying was that ah I was just tying on how in the first part how they was saying in the documentary they was saying how this was a certain sect of Jews that went off of the main Jewish religion of the time. Like these was Christianity has a whole bunch of different sects and they like Presbyterian and Catholicism and all the other things. This was way back in the day. The Jews, these people ran off. But the difference to me between the Christianity, it's all the same to me. It's all the same. It's all the same. But if I must like talk for the other personality, like if I had a friend right here or something that just was not that had different opinions than me, what? Because I like to hold two thoughts in my mind. What if? Man, I've rambled on too much off subject. Oh yeah, that the difference between Christianity and these people that ran off from their religion and started something else was that they was in the desert and they was staying in caves and darkness and silent darkness, like they was saying this in the documentary. And I was like, that's what we do with our psychedelic experience. We do a lot of things. People go to festivals, go do all this other cool things, go out the park. But the most intense inner journey where people experience the all where God and other things is sitting down in their bed with the lights off, no music playing, and they experience something that they would have never believed or that they couldn't imagine. And this is one of those little gems in history that I just experienced and came across in the Kabbalah. And like I was saying, Hermeticism uses the Kabbalah science. It don't use all of the philosophy because it still leaves you up to your own interpretation, which I just find like, yes, let me still interpret things like I want. And that just keeps me interested. It's a cool story. So let's see. Once I move this back, let's continue tying. Let's continue tying. Without further ado, as they say. Alright, I'm trying to get it to start now. I hit play. Bear with me, guys. I'm using a computer from like 2005, 6. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm thinking it's like 2000. It's at least like 5, 6 years old. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. And to keep the story going, it's been real cool dealing with psychedelics. Oh, come on, play. And allowing me to have my own story now to reflect other stories off, or build another picture of what I've seen, or something that I probably forgot in a trip or an experience. Like, oh yeah, that just reminded me of what happened back. Oh yeah. Come on, play for me. Come on. Oh, I'm out of focus. Alright, what I'm gonna have to do real fast. Hope this doesn't turn around to bite me. I had to cancel all of that. I gotta hurry up and open it back up real quick. I think once I started streaming, it's using a lot of my encoding software and GPU processing. That's the cool thing about trips. It make it seem like psychedelic trips. It make it seem like it upgrades your processor and upgrades your RAM and memory and all of that stuff. Overclocks your system. Cause like when you overclock a GPU, it's still the hardware that it came with, but for some reason it wasn't running at its full potential. So when you overclock it, it's like, oh, here it is. Yeah, nothing is responding for me. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to find a brand new way to do this. Because I can't have this happen. It's actually people that would like to hear something. Alright, I was able to right click. I just gotta click open with Power Player. Oh gosh. Alright, here it is. Power Player. Yo, another random story. Those orbs I saw. Those orbs I put up the video of I recorded that right where I filmed the last Sata podcast set when I was out and y'all saw me outside and stuff. That's the exact same spot I was at when I saw them orbs. And it was weird about it was that I was just listening to this song by this guy called Flight Boss, and I just listened to it the day before, and it was called Fire in the Sky, and it was like when you look up high, you see a fire in the sky. And I was like, yo, a fire in the sky. Hey, what's up, Psych 55? Yeah, I got the setup. I'm just trying to see if my computer can handle the processing. Seems like it's a lot going on. And my computer just like, hey. Yeah, with the orbs, I was singing that song, you see Fire in the Sky, and as well, I was just watching a video that morning on these Hermeticists. They have a channel, and I clicked on it. I was like, what are they talking about? I never knew they had a YouTube channel, and they was talking about these orbs that was on the news that was in Kansas City supposedly. And I don't watch the news, so I didn't know that was recent or anything. I just was literally
Kabbalah.
Alright, so it plays. I'm gonna get this on. Come on. All right, I think we got it. We got it now. It's loading up. And the weird thing though about just recording those orbs, I felt silly recording them. I was like, yo, this gonna be fake in a second. Something gonna be like, oh man, yeah, I was just tripping in a second. Like all that time, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, yo, something gonna change around, and I'm like, yo, I'm a fool for just thinking that was something. Hey Yolanda, you say you have lots of orbs around you. Yeah, I heard of people taking pictures of them with like Polaroid cameras.
Kabbalah is one of the most widely practiced forms of mysticism. Followers believe that decoding its ancient texts will reveal the answers to the greatest mysteries of life. In the 21st century, celebrities including Madonna and Britney Spears have taken up a modern interpretation of the practice. Yet the spread of Kabbalah has sparked...
Alright, so I gotta turn that down because we already saw that in part 1. I'm trying to click on the screen so that I can skip ahead to where we was at. I'm gonna find it. There it is. I found it.
Incarnations.
All right.
They would take on the soul of the deceased who was lying there and speak with that person's voice.
To this day, gravesite rituals and pilgrimages continue around Safed.